But this woman was living at a house with two roommates. They were going to college, and they lived right across the street from a crematorium. And this house they lived in was really old. Could have been haunted very, very easily. But what they began to notice was, because they could tell when they were cremating bodies over there because of the smell. And that didn't happen very often. It was just occasionally there would be burning, they could smell it. And they began to correlate that weird things would start happening in their house when they could smell that odor, that cremation thing happening. Things would be moved. There was a couple of closets she said she wouldn't even open during that period of time because strange things were happening in the house. But lots of things would be moved around. There were lots of strange sounds, all kinds of weird stuff. But they kind of would laugh about it. College students, they would just laugh about, oh, they must be, doing cremating bodies over there again because our house is haunted again. But this was really weird because several years down the road, she got married. They built a brand new house, like you were talking about. Your house was brand new. They built this brand new house in this subdivision that didn't have any other houses built there. They were selling lots. They were the first one. They lived there 2 years without incident. Nothing happened at this house. And then right behind them, someone bought the lot and they started digging for the foundation to put in this house. And they were digging deep. I think it might have been a basement house. So, it was digging pretty deep into the soil. And all of a sudden, strange things started happening. She would be in one room and she could see, her husband walk by the door or whatever, and he wouldn't even be home. The kids were seeing, their parents in some places, they would think they were there and then they wouldn't be there. Their husband, same thing. They were hearing things, seeing one another and locations that they weren't there. All of a sudden, all of these strange kind of ghostly like activities started happening too. And so I'm thinking, well, what is it about disturbing, either the cells of the human body or the earth even, we don't know if there might have been a burial ground there. We don't have any idea what might have happened. But is there some correlation between this disruption of cellular substance or biology, but the biological substance of things, and what activates some kind of unusual phenomena?